real good practice as far as tempo and stuff. Unfortunately, we had some little nicks and things then that the tandem lost, and we'll see with that as we get more information. But we went through practice. You saw we turned the music down just to try to change it up. Chaos can be music, chaos can be quiet, and just to change up our guys. I thought that last period, though, the sudden change, has picked up. Offense had some success in that period and did a good job. So we're trying to finish up with the red zone period right there, and with tandem steel, we just ended up calling it right there. We were going to do 4 plays right there. So
before that last period, again, what were you seeing?
it's just that when we got to pick up the level of intensity. It was good, but I just felt like it's at this point in time in practice and training camp, we haven't felt a lull, and I didn't want it to become a lull, and so I just readdressed it. Okay, you may start to feel this. This is what we've been talking about. Let's fight through this, and I thought they did a good job of it.
You guys got to look today at what life would be like without Leslie, giving him a day off. When he's not out there, how much
Nick
more valuable
Strubar's done a good job as far as that's a valuable position. All the close calls and the alignment of the defense and things like that, and Alan Bradford. And I think we looked at it and said this would give those guys a chance to really take ownership, to be with the first for Nate, and really get a chance to evaluate him as a guy that's a backup and get the things we're asking him to do.
That's your back to what it was like in June when you've got a bunch of receivers out.
Right.
I mean, where's your frustration level at this
Well,
point?
you know what? I think, just like in OTAs and stuff, guys will step up. And we'll see it. Remember, Bumpus kind of stepped up and stuff. So we'll get an opportunity to look. Some of those, the tandem dust thing, we'll see. The other guys, we were pretty cautious on Allen Robinson. Felt a little bit of tightness. We held him out. I think it's just to ensure at this time of the year we want to err on that side. So. We'll get those guys back, and Cecil's making good progress, so it'll give guys an opportunity to grow, and we just got to continue to be smart. I think the challenge for us now is when you do lose some numbers, not to pile up the reps on other guys. That'll be the challenge for us right now. So we'll take a look at it, get a feel after we get more report from the trainers where we're at.
Cecil felt his was first, just a little bit of tightness as well, but that turned out to be the strap.
Yeah,
worried about
Robinson.
So
we just gotta wait and see. I think we're gonna, end up with an MRI to make sure. That's just the way it was informed to me. Well, right now, Marquise has done it. Will Blackman's done it. Those guys. So Copeland, we're trying to train to do it some. So, and then as a kick returner, Todman, is a guy that we're looking at. So, we're fortunate in that Will Blackman's done it. And Marquise Lee. So we'll continue to get them to go. And if anything else, we'll provide depth for us. Well, I think, I've always thought that he was very athletic. I thought he had a pretty good understanding. Winston's challenge was to become mature as a player, the consistency that we're looking for. And so we really liked his skill set. Now, I think now that he's got a chance to he's worked himself up to where he's in that spot right now, we're seeing a higher level of maturity, and I think we're seeing him grow. So I think that's what we're excited about now. No, I think we're aggressiveness, and that's okay. We got to tone it down. And again, it goes back to foolish penalties. We don't want foolish penalties, but we're not gonna, if it's an aggressive penalty and one that happens because it's a bang play, those things happen. But we got to steer them away from foolish penalties. Yeah, we made a little bit more emphasis. We took one-on-ones, and we did a different period of practice so that we could go team run, get everybody involved. And I think that, in the last period here, the 4 plays of red zone, we're going to do some runs. So, I think with the full pads, we really got to capture that. And we're putting more of an emphasis on the run game. And it's come along. You saw some breakout runs. Some of the before practices, you'd see one here, one there. Today, there are a couple. So, we'll just keep working on it.
A lot of folks kind of feel Toby's the lead guy and there's everybody else. Is that accurate?
Well, I think, he's a guy, I think once we get into a game, we'll really see what he brings. But Todman's done a nice job. I think it's important to have change-ups. And we've got that with Todman and Lee their speed. The Storm is kind of in between. Storm's really got a good feel for the scheme, and you're seeing him, as far as good vision. So, we'll see as we go through the season where they're at.
Roy adapting to that auto position
Yeah.
like you thought he would.
Right. What you look for at that spot is a guy with size and length. That's really what you're looking for there. Now, for Leroy, he's got great toughness, great explosiveness. So that's what his attributes are. And if he does things right, I think he can end up being a pretty good auto for us. But his challenge is to be consistent doing everything right because he might not have the length exactly what you're looking for. So he's really got to be on it. And when he does a really good job.
What did Telvin Smith show you today?
Well, Telvin, you're seeing him now. He's getting some reps in the first group, nickel. And his speed on the field. I think when you've got 3 wides on the field, it's important to get some speed. And that's what Telvin, I think it's a smaller package. So for him, he can really dive into that now. And, we'll see how it works out with Gino. Right now, how we're doing is Gino's going with the first and second down, Telvin with on third down. Yeah, I think he's surprised our team as far as his maturity. Yes, I do. I think that he's really taken on more of a leadership role within that group. I think that he's seen differently by our guys because of his work ethic and how he approaches practice. So he's really grown in that area. And I don't think there'd be any argument with the DB with that.
1 or 2 more, guys.
That helps. I think it relieves some anxiety coming in, to our organization. Well, I just thought that, it gave us a chance to get bigger up front. And, I know what he's capable of doing and also what he brings to a team, his leadership. And, we've got strong leadership in Derek and Roy, and to get another piece like that. And he's big. He creates some issues offensively.
How much of this is
He's big. And I think you talk to our offensive linemen. That's the one thing that come back. They say, Clem and Andre Branch are really good. They got all these back. But Red's a whole different issue. He's big, he's strong, and he's something to deal with. And that's what you want to do defensively. You want to create some uniqueness and some difficulties for an offense.
Thank you, guys.
Good. Yeah.
Blake will be outside the line.
He's got really good